fellow seekers of wisdom. In today's world, where distractions pull us in every direction and pressures mount at every turn, finding a path to clarity and inner peace can feel like an elusive goal. But what if I told you that within the depths of ancient philosophy, there exists a timeless blueprint for not only surviving, but thriving amidst these challenges? Today, we turn to the Stoics, those masters of inner resilience who taught us how to navigate life's storms with unshakable strength and wisdom. We'll uncover 9 Stoic keys that will help you not just cope with life's trials, but to transcend them. These keys are not mere tactics for managing stress. They are transformative tools for achieving profound emotional mastery and a sense of serenity that remains unshaken no matter the chaos around you. In a world constantly demanding more from us, how can we stay true to ourselves and remain unyielding? How can we face adversity with courage and calm? The answers lie within the teachings of Stoicism, and by the end of this video, you'll be equipped with practical insights to begin your journey towards lasting peace and wisdom. Stay with us, because each principle we explore will be a stepping stone to unlocking the power to navigate life with a sense of purpose, clarity, and tranquility. Let's begin. Think about it this way: complaining about a difficult project at work doesn't make the project any easier. In fact, it often has the opposite effect, magnifying the problem until it feels even more overwhelming. But what if you approached it differently? Imagine breaking that project down into smaller, manageable tasks, setting clear, achievable goals, and taking consistent action. Suddenly, the mountain becomes a series of small hills, each one easier to climb than the last. Not only do you make real progress, but you also build something far more valuable: confidence and resilience. This is the Stoic way, not to deny difficulties, but to face them with clarity and purpose. The power of perspective. The Stoics placed great emphasis on the power of perspective. When we're entangled in our struggles, it's easy to lose sight of the bigger picture. Challenges feel heavier when viewed through a narrow lens. But if we step back, shift our focus, and observe from a different vantage point, we often realize that the weight we carry is lighter than we thought. Picture this: you're stuck in traffic, frustration bubbling up. You can't control the cars ahead, the lights, or the delay. But you can control your mind. Instead of complaining, what if you used that time to listen to an inspiring podcast, practice mindfulness, or simply sit in quiet reflection? By the time you reach your destination, you're not drained, you're calmer, more centered, and perhaps even grateful for those unexpected moments of stillness. The Stoic challenge: embrace the quiet strength. Here's a challenge for you. The next time life throws a challenge your way, resist the instinct to vent or complain. Pause. Take a deep breath. Shift your focus inward. What can you control in this moment? What action can you take, however small, to move forward? Embrace the quiet strength that lives within you, the kind that doesn't need an audience. Let your actions speak louder than your words. Remember, true strength isn't about avoiding difficulties. It's about meeting them head-on with courage, resilience, and a mind grounded in wisdom. When you live by this principle, you'll find that not only do you overcome obstacles more effectively, but you also cultivate something rare and powerful, a deep, unshakable inner peace. Lesson 3. Don't talk about your achievements, the quiet power of humility. Welcome back, Stoic seekers. Today, we're exploring a lesson that strikes at the heart of true self-mastery, the quiet power of humility. Now you might be thinking, wait, shouldn't I celebrate my wins? Isn't it healthy to share my success with friends and family? Of course, it's natural to feel proud of your accomplishments. But the Stoics invite us to view success through a different lens, one that shifts the focus from external praise to internal growth. The Stoic take on achievements. The Stoics believed that true fulfillment doesn't come from applause or recognition, it comes from within. Epictetus captured this beautifully when he said, "Don't explain your philosophy, embody it." Think about that. Your achievements don't need to be broadcasted because they already exist in the most powerful form, your actions. Your character, your discipline, your quiet commitment to excellence, these are the real markers of success. When we constantly talk about our accomplishments, we risk falling into the traps of arrogance, complacency, or even becoming dependent on external validation. The Stoics remind us that true success isn't fragile. It doesn't need to be defended, explained, or flaunted. It simply is. The beauty of humility. Imagine a masterful gardener. They've spent years cultivating a breathtaking garden filled with vibrant flowers and rich green landscapes. But they don't need to shout, "Look at what I've created." The garden speaks for itself. Its beauty is a testament to the gardener's dedication, patience, and care. Your life is much the same. When you focus on doing the work, on growing, learning, and contributing with genuine passion, your actions naturally become your legacy. People notice not because you told them to, but because authenticity is undeniable. The trap of external validation. In today's hyper-connected world, it's easy to fall into the trap of seeking constant validation. A promotion, a new achievement, a personal milestone. It's tempting to rush to social media, hoping for likes, comments, and approval. But here's the Stoic truth. External applause is fleeting. The Stoics would ask, if no one knew of your success, would it still hold meaning for you? When your self-worth is tethered to external recognition, it becomes fragile, easily swayed by the opinions of others. But when it's rooted in your own values, efforts, and integrity, it becomes unshakable. True joy comes from the process, the quiet hours of dedication, the lessons learned through struggle, the growth that happens when no one is watching. The Stoic challenge, let your actions speak. Here's your challenge. The next time you achieve something you're proud of, resist the urge to boast. Instead, pause. Acknowledge your hard work. Appreciate the journey and then move forward. No fanfare. No spotlight. Just you, grounded in purpose, ready for the next challenge. Remember, true success isn't measured by accolades or applause. It's found in a life lived with integrity, purpose, and continuous self-improvement. By embracing the Stoic principle of humility, you'll inspire not through your words, but through the quiet strength of your example. If you found value in this lesson, don't forget to subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and type "keep it up" in the comments below. The Stoic challenge. Master The art of discretion. Here's your challenge. Practice the art of discretion. Be mindful of what you share and with whom. Not from fear, but from wisdom. Protect your inner sanctuary. Cultivate self-control. And most importantly, honor your boundaries not just for the sake of privacy, but to deepen your connection with yourself. Remember, keeping something to yourself isn't secrecy. It's self-respect. It's knowing that your thoughts, your passions, and your vulnerabilities are valuable, and not everyone has earned the right to hold them. By mastering this Stoic principle, you'll not only shield yourself from unnecessary harm, but also build a foundation of self-trust, the quiet, unshakable kind that leads to true inner peace. If you found value in this video, don't forget to subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and type "keep it up" in the comments below. Lesson 4. The power of strategic silence, keeping your next move a mystery. Welcome back, Stoic seekers. Today, we're exploring a principle that blends ancient wisdom with timeless strategy, the power of strategic silence. Imagine life as a game of chess. The most formidable players don't announce their next move. They act with quiet precision, letting their strategy unfold in silence. You don't win by declaring your plan. You win by executing it. Now you might wonder, shouldn't I share my goals to stay accountable? Isn't it helpful to get support from others? Fair question. There's value in support, but the Stoics teach us that there's immense strength in restraint, in holding your ambitions close, nurturing them in the quiet, away from the noise of the world. The Stoic take on future plan. The Stoics were masters of focus and self-mastery. Epictetus once said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." Notice the order. Declare your purpose to yourself first, then act. Talking about your plans doesn't bring you closer to achieving them. In fact, it can do the opposite. Words can give the illusion of progress, but real growth happens in the doing, not the telling. Why keep your plans private? The Stoics had compelling reasons for this practice. Protect your focus when you share your plans. You invite a chorus of opinions, some helpful, many distracting. Everyone has advice, doubts, or expectations, and suddenly your clear path becomes cluttered with voices that aren't your own. Silence creates space for clarity. It allows you to focus without external interference, anchoring you in your purpose. Avoid premature satisfaction. Here's a psychological twist when you announce your goals. Your brain gets a dopamine hit as if you've already accomplished something. That premature sense of satisfaction can dull your drive. B. Why keeping your ambitions private? You stay hungry. The fire to achieve remains lit because the reward hasn't been claimed, not even in conversation. Cultivate self-reliance. Dependence on external validation is a fragile foundation. The Stoics championed self-sufficiency, trusting your own judgment, making decisions independently, and standing firm without needing applause. When you hold your plans close, you strengthen this muscle. You learn to move forward, not because others believe in you, but because you believe in you. Real-world wisdom. Silence in action. Consider this. You're working on a side hustle, a dream you hope to turn into your life's work. If you share it too soon, you might encounter well-meaning skepticism. Is that even sustainable? Or wouldn't it be safer to stick with your current job? These doubts can seep into your mindset, planting seeds of hesitation. But if you nurture your vision quietly, you protect it from premature judgment, allowing it to grow strong before facing the world. Or imagine you're training for a marathon. Telling everyone might create pressure. What if I don't perform well? What if I fail? But when you train in silence, the race becomes a personal journey. There's no audience, just you, your breath, and the road. The Stoic challenge: embrace strategic silence. Here's your challenge. The next time you feel the urge to announce your plans, pause. Ask yourself, will sharing this bring me closer to my goal, or will it create distractions? Am I seeking support or am I chasing validation? Remember, keeping your next move a mystery isn't secrecy, it's strategy. It's about protecting your focus, maintaining your drive, and cultivating resilience. It's about giving your dreams the sacred space to grow, unburdened by the expectations of others. If you found value in this lesson, don't forget to subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and type "keep it up" in the comments below. The Stoic challenge: let your actions speak. Here's your challenge. The next time you achieve something you're proud of, resist the urge to boast. Instead, pause. Acknowledge your hard work. Appreciate the journey and then move forward. No fanfare. No spotlight. Just you, grounded in purpose, ready for the next challenge. Remember, true success isn't measured by accolades or applause. It's found in a life lived with integrity, purpose, and continuous self-improvement. By embracing the Stoic principle of humility, you'll inspire not through your words, but through the quiet strength of your example. If you found value in this lesson, don't forget to subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and type "keep it up" in the comments below. The Stoic challenge: master the art of discretion. Here's your challenge: practice the art of discretion. Be mindful of what you share and with whom. Not from fear, but from wisdom. Protect your inner sanctuary. Cultivate self-control. And most importantly, honor your boundaries, not just for the sake of privacy, but to deepen your connection with yourself. Remember, keeping something to yourself isn't secrecy. It's self-respect. It's knowing that your thoughts, your passions, and your vulnerabilities are valuable, and not everyone has earned the right to hold them. By mastering this Stoic principle, you'll not only shield yourself from unnecessary harm, but also build a foundation of self-trust, the quiet, unshakable kind that leads to true inner peace. If you found value in this video, don't forget to subscribe. Give us a thumbs up and type "keep it up" in the comments below. Lesson 5. Don't talk about others, the Stoic path to a gossip-free life. Welcome back, Stoic seekers. Today, we're diving into a lesson that's as simple as it is powerful. Don't talk about others. In a world fueled by social media, reality TV, and viral tea, gossip can feel like the background noise of daily life. But the Stoics had a different take, a timeless perspective that cuts through the noise. Focus on yourself, not on the lives of others. The Stoic stance on gossip. The Stoics believe that our time and energy are sacred, far too valuable to waste on idle chatter, rumors, or criticism. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher emperor, put it best: waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Notice the simplicity of his wisdom. Instead of dissecting the flaws of others, the Stoics urged us to turn inward to refine our own character, actions, and mindset. Gossip distracts us from the real work, self-improvement. It might feel momentarily satisfying, but it offers nothing of lasting value. In fact, it often breeds negativity, erodes trust, and pulls us away from what truly matters: the power of focusing on yourself. Here's the thing: every moment you spend discussing someone else's life is a moment you're not investing in your own. Think of it like this. Imagine having an incredible once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to build something meaningful, a masterpiece. But instead of focusing on your creation, you spend your time watching others work, critiquing, analyzing, gossiping about their mistakes. What happens to your masterpiece? It never gets built. When you shift your attention inward, something remarkable happens. You become more self-aware, more disciplined, more aligned with your values. Suddenly, life isn't about who did what or said what. It's about who you're becoming, creating a positive environment. The Stoics also understood the ripple effect of our words. Gossip doesn't just affect the person being talked about, it poisons the environment, creating tension, distrust, and division. But imagine a space where gossip doesn't exist: a workplace, a friendship circle, a family where people uplift instead of tear down, where conversations inspire growth rather than fuel negativity. That's the kind of energy Stoicism promotes. Less judgment, more understanding. Less noise, more substance. The Stoic challenge: rise above the gossip. Here's your challenge. The next time you're tempted to gossip, judge, or criticize someone else, pause. Ask yourself, is this conversation adding value to my life or anyone else's? Am I speaking from a place of wisdom, or am I just filling the silence with noise? How could I use this moment to reflect on my own growth instead? Choose the Stoic path. Focus on your own journey. Cultivate compassion over judgment, and create an environment where your words build rather than break. Because at the end of the day, true strength isn't found in pointing out someone else's flaws, it's found in mastering your own. And when you rise above the gossip, you don't just protect your peace, you inspire others to do the same. If this lesson resonated with you, don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and type "keep it up" in the comments below. Lesson 6. Don't talk about your good deeds, the quiet power of unspoken kindness. Welcome back, Stoic Seekers. Today's lesson is simple but profound. Don't talk about your good deeds. Now you might be thinking, shouldn't I share my good deeds to inspire others? Isn't it okay to feel proud of helping people? Absolutely. It's natural to feel good about doing good. But the Stoics offer us a powerful shift in perspective, one that challenges our modern tendency to seek applause for acts of kindness. The Stoic take on good deeds. For the Stoics, true virtue lies in doing good for its own sake, not for recognition, not for praise, but because it's the right thing to do. As Seneca wisely put it, the reward for a good deed is to have done it. Think about that. The act itself is the reward. When we boast about our kindness, we risk turning it into a transaction. I did this good thing, now tell me I'm a good person. But real virtue doesn't need witnesses. It thrives in silence, fueled by integrity rather than ego. The beauty of unspoken kindness. Picture this, a quiet stream flowing through a forest, nourishing plants and animals without demanding recognition. It doesn't shout, "Look at me, I'm sustaining life." It simply flows, fulfilling its purpose. I in the same way. Your kindness doesn't need an audience to be meaningful. When you perform acts of goodness without fanfare, your actions carry a quiet strength. And no hashtags, no humble brags. Just genuine compassion, pure and simple. The trap of external validation. In today's world, where every moment can be documented and shared, it's easy to fall into the trap of performative goodness. We post about our donations, our volunteer work, our random acts of kindness, hoping for likes, comments, and digital validation. But the Stoics would ask, are you doing good because it's right? Or because you want to be seen doing good? If no one knew about your kindness, would you still do it? These questions cut through the noise. They remind us that true virtue comes from internal motivation, not external applause. The Stoic challenge: let your actions shine. Here's your challenge. The next time you do something kind, big or small, resist the urge to broadcast it. Don't post it. Don't casually drop it into conversation. Just hold that moment quietly, like a secret between you and your soul. Ask yourself, can I be content knowing I did the right thing, even if no one else knows? Is the act itself enough for me? Let your actions be your testament. Let your life, not your words, reflect your character. Because in the end, true virtue doesn't crave the spotlight. It thrives in silence. And that silence, it speaks louder than words ever could. If this lesson resonated with you, don't forget to subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up and type "keep it up" in the comments below. Lesson 7. The Stoic Shield, protecting your vulnerabilities and cultivating true strength. Greetings, fellow Stoic seekers. Today's lesson is one that's about fortifying your inner fortress, creating a resilient spirit that stands firm in the face of life's challenges. It's a lesson on the delicate art of guarding your vulnerabilities. You might be wondering, but isn't it brave to be vulnerable? Shouldn't I share my struggles with others? The Stoics, however, offer a different perspective. They teach us the power of silence, the strength in restraint, and the wisdom of knowing when to protect the most delicate parts of our being from the outside world. The Stoic view on weakness. While the Stoics acknowledge that growth begins with self-awareness, they also recognize the danger of exposing your deepest weaknesses to everyone you encounter. To them, doing so is akin to standing naked in a storm, vulnerable to whatever wind or rain may strike. Seneca, one of the most revered Stoic philosophers, offered this insight: the person who reveals their weaknesses to the world is like a city without walls. This is not just a poetic metaphor. A city without walls is defenseless against any threat. Likewise, when we share our vulnerabilities indiscriminately, we expose ourselves to potential harm, whether from ill-intentioned people or simply the stress of carrying too many external expectations. Flaws vs. Vulnerabilities, a necessary distinction. Before we delve further, it's essential to make a key distinction. Flaws are imperfections in our character traits that we can identify and refine through introspection and effort. Vulnerabilities on the other hand, are sensitive spots that can be exploited by others, often tied to our fears, insecurities, or emotional triggers. The first step in becoming a Stoic warrior is recognizing where these vulnerabilities lie and understanding their power. This knowledge empowers you to protect and fortify them. The quiet strength of the Stoic. True strength, the Stoics believed, is not displayed through loud proclamations of personal growth or through constantly broadcasting our struggles. Rather, it is the quiet, steady force that emerges through consistent action and self-discipline. Consider the following. You struggle with stress, but you don't broadcast it. Instead, you work in silence to cultivate resilience through practices like mindfulness, breathing exercises, or time management. Over time, this quiet strength becomes your shield. It doesn't need to be shouted from the rooftops. It is known through your composed actions in the face of challenge. The temptation of oversharing. In today's world, where oversharing has become almost a cultural norm, it's easy to get caught in the trap of thinking that revealing every weakness is a sign of authenticity or self-awareness. But ask yourself, am I sharing this for growth or to receive validation? Is this vulnerability empowering me or leaving me exposed? The Stoics urge us to be mindful of these questions. Silence, in this context, is not about hiding. It is about strategic reflection and knowing when to speak and when to let your actions demonstrate your growth. The Stoic challenge, transforming weakness into strength. Here's your challenge. Identify your vulnerabilities. Recognize the areas where you feel most exposed. Be honest with yourself about these sensitive spots. Guard them wisely. This doesn't mean denying or suppressing them, but rather choosing when and with whom you share them. Not every person or situation deserves access to your vulnerabilities. Transform them. Use silence and introspection to build strength. Develop the habits, the tools, and the inner resources that will fortify you where you were once weak. Remember, true strength is not concerned with pity or approval. It does not seek validation or applause. It simply is solid, unshakable, and rooted in self-discipline and quiet resilience. When you master this principle, you'll carry strength that is not loud or boastful. It will emanate from within, solid and dependable, like a shield that guards not only your vulnerabilities, but your peace of mind. If this lesson resonated with you, please take a moment to subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Stay strong. Stay stoic. Lesson 8. The unspoken dream, why some goals are stronger in silence. What's up, future Stoics? Today, we're venturing into a space most people overlook, the quiet, sacred space where dreams live before they're ready to face the world. We're talking about why it's often wiser to keep your biggest goals and deepest dreams to yourself, at least until they've had time to grow strong roots. Now, you might be wondering, isn't sharing my dreams with others a good way to stay motivated and accountable? Sure, sometimes it is. But the Stoic perspective offers a different kind of wisdom. Not every dream is ready for sunlight. Some grow stronger in the dark, nourished by your focus and protected from the noise of outside opinions. The Stoic approach to aspirations. The Stoics taught that we should concentrate on what we can control: our actions, our effort, our mindset. Dreams are delicate because they live partly in the future, which is full of uncertainties. Talking about them too soon can drain their energy, shifting your focus from doing to just imagining. As Seneca put it, the greatest obstacle to living is expectancy, which hangs upon tomorrow and loses today. Translation: don't get stuck dreaming about what could be so much that you forget to take action on what is right now. Why silence strengthens your dreams. Here's why the Stoics believed some dreams are better left unspoken, at least for a while. Protect your dream from doubt. When you share your dreams, you open the door for other people's doubts, fears, and unsolicited opinions. Even well-meaning advice can plant seeds of uncertainty. Keeping your dream private shields it from outside noise, giving it space to grow strong and clear in your own mind. Fuel your inner drive. There's a psychological trick at play here. Talking about your goals can feel almost as satisfying as achieving them. This can trick your brain into feeling like the job's already done, killing your motivation. When you keep it to yourself, the hunger stays real. You're driven by the work, not the applause. Avoid unnecessary pressure. Once you tell everyone your plans, it can feel like the whole world is watching. That pressure can make setbacks feel bigger and mistakes feel public. But when you're the only one keeping score, you're free to fail, adjust, and grow without judgment. Real-life examples: silent dreams in action. Think of an entrepreneur quietly building a startup. If they announce it too soon, they risk getting flooded with opinions like, "That's too risky," or "Is there even a market for that?" By staying silent, they protect their focus, build in peace, and only speak up when they've got results to show. Or picture someone training for a personal goal like running a marathon. Telling everyone might add pressure to hit certain milestones, even when life throws curveballs. But training in silence lets them focus on the journey, not just the finish line. The Stoic challenge: let your actions do the talking. Here's your challenge. The next time you're tempted to shout your goals from the rooftops, pause. Ask yourself, am I sharing this because it helps my progress or because I want recognition? Is this dream strong enough to stand on its own, or does it still need time to grow in private? Remember, silence isn't secrecy. It's strategy.its about giving your dreams the space to mature, free from the weight of expectations or the distraction of applause. When the time is right, your actions will speak louder than any announcement ever could. If this resonates with you, hit subscribe, drop a like, and type "keep it up" in the comments below. Stay focused. Stay stoic. Lesson 9. The quiet power of solitude. Embracing your inner sanctuary. Greetings, fellow seekers. In the final chapter of this series, we are about to explore one of the most transformative concepts from Stoic philosophy: the sacred practice of solitude. In an age where being constantly plugged in is the norm, solitude is often misunderstood. We are told to always stay connected, to never be alone. But the Stoics saw solitude as a treasure, not something to be feared. To them, solitude is a sanctuary, a place where we reconnect with our deepest selves, sharpen our clarity, and grow stronger in the process. The Stoic reverence for solitude. The Stoics recognized that true wisdom and peace are found not in the hustle and noise of life, but in stillness. It is in moments of solitude that we can pause, reflect, and confront our innermost thoughts without distraction. It is in these sacred moments that we can reconnect with our values, meet our fears head-on, and discover what truly drives us. As Seneca once eloquently said, loneliness is the poverty of self. Solitude is the wealth of self. Solitude, in the Stoic sense, is not about loneliness. It is about deep engagement with the self. It's about being fully present with who you are, exploring your own thoughts and feelings without needing external validation. It is the quiet force that builds true strength. Why guard your solitude? Let's examine why the Stoics believed that solitude should remain sacred and private. Create a sacred space for self-discovery. Solitude is an intimate gift, a time to be with yourself and dig into your own depths. When you share this time too freely, you risk diluting its essence. Solitude is where you grow, where you refine your thoughts and actions. By keeping this practice private, you protect the space where your true self can be cultivated, untainted by external judgment or distraction. Avoid misunderstandings. In a world that often misunderstands solitude, people may perceive it as a sign of weakness, isolation, or even social inadequacy. By choosing to keep your solitary moments private, you avoid judgment. You allow yourself to pursue your path, free from the need to explain your journey to others, which can ultimately disrupt the purity of your experience. Develop inner independence. Solitude teaches self-reliance. In these moments, you learn to depend on yourself for emotional strength, clarity, and direction. You no longer seek reassurance or validation from the outside world. When you share your solitude too openly, you risk leaning on others for approval, weakening the independence that solitude nurtures, bringing Stoic wisdom to life. Let's take this wisdom and apply it to practical examples. Imagine you practice meditation as a way to ground yourself and gain clarity. The more you share this sacred ritual with others, the more potential there is for their opinions, advice, or distractions to interfere. By keeping your practice private, you preserve its transformative power, allowing it to strengthen you in peace. Or perhaps you enjoy quiet walks in nature, letting your thoughts wander freely. These moments allow you to recharge and tap into your creativity. If you were to share these walks too often, you might invite others to join you, disrupting the quiet time that is so essential for your inspiration. By keeping these moments to yourself, you maintain the purity of your inner world. The Stoic invitation: cultivate sacred solitude. Here's the challenge: dedicate time to embrace solitude as a sacred practice. It could be meditation, journaling, or simply sitting in silence. Whatever form it takes, allow these moments to be yours alone, a space where you can reflect, renew, and connect with the deepest parts of yourself. Remember, solitude is not about avoiding the world. It's about creating a space where you can explore your own depths, unlock your creativity, and develop resilience. The peace you find in solitude will empower you to live with greater clarity and purpose. Final thoughts. Thank you for embarking on this journey through the Stoic principles. True wisdom doesn't come from external approval or social comparisons. It arises from cultivating inner strength, self-awareness, and alignment with your deepest values. As you embrace solitude and apply these Stoic teachings, you'll not only handle life's challenges with greater ease, but you'll also unlock a profound sense of peace, fulfillment, and purpose. Keep growing, keep learning, and continue shining your stoic light in the world.